Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you for joining me here on another episode of Allie's Treasure Trove. Today, I do have another assorted K-pop album unboxing, as well as some little bonus stuff here. I was asking you guys during this past weekend's Allie chat, go ahead and link that up there in the top right corner. I gave you guys a few suggestions between some Star Wars Celebration art prints and some other stuff what you'd like to see me open. Stephen Bly and Black Rabbit TV did say that the K-pop stuff sounded pretty cool. And this is some stuff I've been holding on to for a while. This is going to be part 1 of 2. Not sure when part 2 is going to happen. But I have a backlog of albums that I've been just, every time I got one, just bringing here to the studio and just letting it sit, saying, I'll open these eventually. And it's been a while, so I'm actually quite behind on my K-pop collection. I've missed the most recent SHINee release. I've missed the most recent Super Junior. I do have Taemin, the third album, part 1, Act 1. I don't even have Act 2. There's just so much that I don't have. Typically, I mean, with this stuff, either I've just been finding it at Target, or this is just, by the way, this is Taemin themed here. Taemin from SHINee, my favorite group. Usually there is a store that I go to up in Orlando, K-pop in USA. Go ahead and put their website down below. But I haven't been traveling over the past, 14 or so months, so I haven't been picking up anything there. It's just if I remember to order it online, which I'm always kind of iffy about because I do like to make sure everything's in good condition. Or as I said, just stumbling upon stuff in Target. So I actually do have part 2. I have a bunch of NCT stuff, 1 BTS album and 1 Twice album that I found at Target just because I was like, what? I didn't realize Target carried so much. But Target doesn't have the stuff that I'm looking for. I just happened to be there and be like, oh, actually, I will pick that up. Target hasn't had my Super Junior and my SHINee, and I'm disappointed. But anyways, like I said, this is Taemin themed. Actually, this package I had ordered from the SM Global Shop, the USA website. I've ordered from both the SM Global Shop and SM Town & Store, which is the Korean-based one. That's where you see a lot of my crazy Super Junior and Ye-sung unboxings coming from. A lot of shipping charges there, but it's worth it. But I do have, like I said, Never Gonna Dance Again, Act 1, Taemin, the third album, as well as some Super M postcards, so I figured I could show those off in this video. I literally hadn't even opened up the package before this video, you guys. So I forgot that I ordered these. These were in the same package as this, and I was like, oh, okay, I can show those off. And to go full Taemin theme, I do have the actual Super 1 album. I had sent my mom to Target because I saw online that they had their exclusive version. She picked up this one. I was like, I don't know about that. She's like, yeah, but that's all they had. And I'm like, all right. And then we went to Target another time and we found the actual exclusive. So I have the regular edition. This is, I believe, the group version because they actually made a bunch of different versions. There's like a group one and then there's a couple different subunit ones and then there was the Target exclusive one. So I believe this is the regular basic one. The Target exclusive Super M Super 1 full album. And like I said, Taemin, not even his most recent album. The one before, Act 1, not even Act 2. I'm so far behind. I'm actually kind of ashamed of myself. But I'm ready to go ahead and open it on up. Hopefully I get some Taemin photo cards out of these Super 1 albums, but I do have 2 shots. So let's go ahead and switch views. Still operating on the Yawgmoth playmat because he is beautiful. Looks like he'd be part of the Malfoy family, except he literally doesn't have blonde hair. But aside from that, he looks like he'd fit the aesthetics so well. I'm just staring at him in a monitor. It's hard not to stare at Yawgmoth. Anyways, I'm actually going to start off with these. So, Bamboozled. The album unboxing starts off with not unboxing albums. But we do have the Tiger Inside version here of the postcard set. And then also the 100 version. Now, I did prefer Tiger Inside to 100. And I had waited for 1 plus Monster. Or 1 plus Infinity. The title track. Literally the title track. I am so bad. Yeah, 1, Monster, and Infinity. Because it's kind of, they Sherlocked it. They combined, like, these two, Infinity and Monster, into the one song, like they did with Clue and Note for SHINee's Sherlock, for, I believe, their 3rd mini-album. Facts. So I waited to save that so I could listen through for the first time when I got the album. And the album's been sitting in a pile for a couple months. So I shamefully have yet to listen to that, but I'm very excited. I've heard really good things. But I really did prefer Tiger Inside. I didn't dislike 100. It just would have expected something different. I didn't dislike it. I felt like 100 was pretty generic. Like, not bad. Like, you can listen to it, rock out to it, but like, it's not something that I ever search out. Like, when it comes on, like, if I'm just listening through on YouTube, like a little playlist, I'm like, 100! And then just otherwise, I'm like, But anyways, I do search out Tiger Inside to listen to quite frequently. So we're going to look at these postcards. Taemin. the great. We have Backlog here, who's coming out with his 3rd mini album, and I was like, what happened to the 2nd one? I'm like, oh yeah, I never picked it up because I never found it. Did find his 1st mini album at Barnes & Noble. But Barnes & Noble has also been disappointing me on K-pop albums recently. But Bacon, it's called Bambi, I think. That should be coming out soon. His 3rd mini. 99.9% sure that's Kai. We have 10, right? No. Taeyong and then 10. Their hairs confuse me sometimes. Bossman has a bad habit of remembering members by hair, and I make fun of him for it. He's actually Bossman over on Titan Cards. I've gotten him into K-pop through actually Super M. And then it leaked into SHINEE and Super Junior, as it should. Bossman's favorite is Super Junior, just like my mom. And so he's always like, the one with this hair. I'm like, I don't know, their hair changes like every week. Why are you remembering them by hair? And yet I am doing the exact same thing here with the EXO members and NCT members I'm not as familiar with. I feel like I should have a better grasp on the EXO members, because I am much more familiar with them than NCT. Also, the reason I decided to split this K-pop album unboxing into multiple parts is totally not because I would not have a single clue who was on my NCT photo cards. Definitely not. Definitely know all the members' names of NCT. Definitely don't just know Mark and Johnny half the time, depending on his haircut. Totally not the reason I did not just do them all in one video. Alright, so that was the ones from Tiger Inside. Tiger Inside is such a unique sounding song. I absolutely love it. I love the aesthetics of it. The lyrics are great too. I don't remember anything about the lyrics from 100, to be honest. But the styling in 100 is awesome. I mean, the styling in both is great. But, like, look at Taemin in that tracksuit, just chilling. Great. You guys didn't come to watch this video, but I'm having a good time, so I hope you all are as well. I know I have very varied tastes. One day could be K-pop, could be Star Wars card unboxings, could be look at this ridiculously expensive signed art of Carlos Caballero signed by Natalie Portman. That'll be here on the channel at one point. And then the next week it's like random Naruto gotcha figures. Like, it's... My channel makes no sense. There is no theme. Well, that's a lie. The theme is me. I didn't press the right hotkey. The theme is me. Can you guys tell I'm filming this video like midnight? That would have been so much cooler if I actually hit the right button. I hit the wrong key and it didn't do anything. The theme of the channel is me, and then everything else is just supplementary. Alright, don't get caught there. Rude postcards. Rude. I would guess that's the Kai postcard because it was rude. But we'll see here. That's a great picture of Taemin. These will never be used, by the way. I just... Anytime, like, even like if I'm at a museum, I'll just buy postcards because I really like the art. Yeah, that's Taeyong 100%. But I don't know, I like collecting postcards. They're like little art cards for me. This is like before I collected actual real trading cards. I would just go for postcards. Taemin, why are you a cowboy? I forgot that he was a cowboy in a part of this music video. It doesn't look bad, just... It was very random. But if anybody's gonna be a cowboy, it may as well be Taemin, right? What even is this? SM has really interesting, unique, most of the time nice styling. Sometimes it's just weird. It's the SM style. I like it, though. I do like it. That's a great jacket. I want this. That probably costs way too much money. Alright, and Mark is a NASCAR driver. Interesting. We go 100. Now I was just talking smack about 100, how I never search it out, but I actually kind of just want to listen to it right now. You know, if music copyright things weren't a thing, I would probably be playing it in the background of this video right now. I just crave listening to it at this exact moment. I don't know. There are our two postcard little Ziploc bag style things here. Typically what I do with my postcards is I actually sleeve them up and I put them in the little 5x7 top loaders. I'm not going to be doing that right now, of course. Most of my top-loading habits come from a time where top-loaders were not ridiculously shorted. You know, short supply. There is still the plastics, assorted plastics shortages for carts, which is why they're very expensive. I don't know the exact price on 5x7s, but I know it's not going to be $5, so I will wait to another time to be able to open that on up. Now, I was inspecting this one. Like I said, this all came in one package. This corner's not the greatest, which is why I'm a bit hesitant to order online. But I was very excited about this album, and then I saved it for a video that never got made. So, finally being able to open up Act 1 here, which means that I can listen to it and I can buy Act 2. Yes. If it's in stock anywhere, albums, it's interesting. I feel like K-pop albums are like always out of stock. If you don't pre-order it, and like there's a very, very short pre-order window, it feels like stuff sells out in pre-order, and it's like, what's the point of it being a pre-order if it's just sold out in pre-order? Like, you already predetermined the numbers. Just put it up for actual order, then. I don't know. To be fair, SM does a pretty decent job about restocking frequently. Or reprinting albums, rather, for restock. But it's just... I don't know. To be fair, there are a lot of people that buy physical albums. Now, I know people that aren't used to K-pop, so I'll be like, who buys physical stuff anymore? Well, us K-pop whack jobs. Because we want the pretty picture book of Taemin and other assorted idols. Alright. I have unshrink wrapped. So that corner is chewed up much more than I actually thought it was. The shrink wrap. And this one as well. This is... Oh, okay. This is why I don't buy stuff online. But like I said, I'm not traveling to Orlando. There is still like a really big list I have of things to order. Whenever I eventually go to the shop. I really like the shop. They always have like a ton of stuff. I'm always looking for something, and then I'll find more than I expected. Just because they have such a great selection. Like I said, K-pop in USA Orlando. It's on Sand Lake Road and John Young Parkway. I almost said Jonghyun Parkway. John Young Parkway. Not Jonghyun Parkway. I would, if there was a Jonghyun Parkway, I would literally just move there just cause. But I'm assuming this is the actual CD in here. Ooh, I see Taemin photo card. Taemin photo card. Give me Taemin photo card. What do you look like? Baby. Taemin is baby. Oh, that was a film cell. I got bamboozled. Alright, well here's Taemin. There's a little photo card. Not sure how many they made. I feel like typically single albums, and by single I don't mean like an actual single, like CD single. I mean like individual album. Usually there's like 4 max. I was more strict about picking up, you know, I would really soon after release open up my albums, like sometimes even like the day of, figure out which cards I had and then which ones I needed, and go ahead and pick them off eBay. I had a pretty tight-knit collection of SHINee photo cards. That has since dwindled, as I am missing a lot of newer releases, especially the Don't Call Me album that I don't have any of, unfortunately. I was pretty close to completion on the Japanese photo cards. I was still working my way through all the different Story of Light ones. I had most of them, though. I am still missing the Jonghyun Married to the Music one. That one is quite pricey. I'd always, like, lose by a little bit on auction, not horrendous. Alright, so there's a folded poster in here as well. Taemin. I don't like posters that are folded, but you know what? You gotta work with what you got. Taemin the Great. Oh, I like the way the CD is designed. Let's take a look at that. Reminds me of Viewmaster. I used to love those as a kid. The little, you spin it. I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. The younger audience might not. That's the weird thing. It's like, people will be like, kids these days don't know about rotary phones. I'm like, yeah, I don't. And then it's like, kids these days don't know about Viewmaster. I'm like, ugh, how do you not know? But, alright, so that's the actual CD there. I've kidnapped my Taemin photo card. I do have all my photo cards top-loaded and penny-sleeved. And they actually, that's how I found out the actual Elite Trainer boxes from Pokemon and also like the Magic Bundles. Those boxes store top-loaders very well. That's what I keep my photo cards in. Now, you've seen me unbox some of those actual photo card books on the channel. I have to actually count out how many pages are in those, and then next time I find a release of one that I really, really like, I can just go ahead and buy, so that I can, if I wanted to, transfer my whole collection. But, you know, for now they work in this. I wish they made... I wonder, I have to look. These remind me of, like, Card Fight Vanguard size cards. Wonder if they make binders specifically? Because it'd be cool to display them in binder. And then you wouldn't be able to see on the back, because of course on the back you have, like, the facsimile. And, you know, if I read or spoke Korean, I could read what that says. I can't. Of course, it does have 2008 through 2020 with the heart, because SHINee did debut in 2008. My god. But, I don't know, I feel like I want a more accessible, easier viewing for my collection. But for now, and of course, if you want to see my photo card collection, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. I can put it into our schedule at some point. Not that we have a schedule, but like in my queue mentally for things to open. And I'm not going to go through... Okay, so I did end up with the innocent version here. There are two different ones. I'm going to kind of show it. I don't want SM to get too mad at me. That is a great color. It's a little sample. Basically, you buy albums for the art book. You know? I love buying art books for, like, manga and stuff, video games. So to me, like, having just a bunch of pictures of Taemin, I'm like, yeah, I want that. Why wouldn't I want that? Like, you also get a lot more with K-pop and even J-pop albums as well. Definitely get a lot more than you do with, like, English artists. Like, I remember, actually, I think the first one I remember who tried doing something like this, I don't know if it went over well, but I remember, actually, I think Harry Styles' first solo album he made with the different photo books. And I was like, hey, I've seen that strat before. Taemin is gorgeous. I was gonna say that doesn't look comfortable, but that's also how I sleep. Sleep curled into a ball, and then I wonder, why does my back hurt all the time? Like, it doesn't matter how I go to sleep, I always wake up like this. Like, it doesn't matter how I start, it always ends like this. Like, super... I don't know what it is. But I think that's enough of the Never Gonna Dance Again Act 1. Like I said, don't want SM to get too mad at me if I'm showing off too much of different photo book material. I was thinking about as I go through the postcards, I was like, I probably shouldn't do this, just in case. But I want to show it off to you guys. Plus, I don't think they're available for purchase anymore anyways, so really, what does it matter? I don't want to be on SM's bad side, though. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this back in here. So we've unboxed our Taemin album. Extracted our photo card. I do believe these Super 1 albums come with 2 photo cards each, but we're going to go ahead and find out. I'm going to start off with the exclusive edition to Target. I'm curious to see if we'll actually ever see another release from Super M. Now that, I mean, Baekhyun's having all of his solo stuff, Taemin has to enlist this year, I think, which is sad. Because there is mandatory military service for men in Korea. So, and there is an age, like, you have to enroll by a certain age, and I believe it's 20, it's mid-20s, mid to late 20s, and I know Taemin is very, very close. So I think Taemin actually has to go this year. So I think actually we'll probably, I have a feeling we'll get the announcement after April's SHINee World V Live concert. And I'm not ready for it, like I'm mentally preparing. We just got, Minho was the last to come back. Onu went first, then Key, then Minho. Now Taemin has to go. Jonghyun doesn't have to serve for obvious reasons. Big sad. Here's our giant chonkers of a lyric and photo book here. Jeez. Kai doing Kai things. Like I said, the rude one is probably, the rude photo card earlier was probably Kai. The rudesman. Baekhyun. Where is Taemin? Where Taemin at? You're not Taemin. Where he be? Where he be? It's weird how just slightly different looks can completely make their faces look different. Except Mark. Mark always looks like Mark. There's our sneak preview of our Target exclusive photo book, I think. And then let's see the extra materials. Ah, I don't want to damage this. Tiniest knife. Can I use you as a flathead? Tiniest knife is not the cleanest at the moment. A lot of tape residue on Tiniest knife. Tiniest knife did their job. Alright, let's go ahead and slide you out. Give me the photo cards, please. Oh, good thing I checked. The photo cards were stuck in here. Alright. There's the group photo card. Lucas. Right? Alright, no Taemin photo card here. We are 1 for 2. 50% success rate. On the single ones, obviously it's cheating to count the group card because everyone's on it. Go ahead, get those sleeved up. That's cool. Oh, so here's the actual album. That's true. Kind of needed to find that. Backlog Taemin. So of course the actual CD itself is the same. It's just the different packaging stuff. Mark. Mark's from Canada, which is why aside from Taemin, Mark is my mom's favorite because she's also Canadian, which I am Canadian too, technically. I am legally a Canadian citizen. 10. This is my Yaya's favorite because we watched, actually, when they were doing a lot of their promotion. It was actually when I was in my internship in Canada, so 2019, like September, October, and my Yaya VCR'd the, I think when they were on Ellen or so. She's the only one whose name, she's like, I got that guy's name. His name is 10. So that's my Yaya's favorite. She also watches every video on my channel and hits the like button every time. Thank you so much, Yaya. Love you. Love you, Yaya. Yeah. Never comments, but she's always there. Hey, we have, oh, okay. So I wonder if the photo cards all fell out of here. Taeyong. This is like a plastic one. That's fancy. So we whiffed on Taemin completely here, then. 0 Taemins to be found. I like the heftiness of this. This probably has a different name, if I had to guess. They probably don't call this one a photo card. It is shaped like a photo card. But I'll have to look into it. I might want to collect a set of those. That was nice and hefty. Alright, then we do have a folded poster once again. The boys chilling. I like that scarf. I like that scarf. Taemin has a nice scarf. It's interesting. They're styling for some of the, like even the official logo. SM put out like different logos for things, and people are like, why does it look like a mix between like European soccer? Like, well, European football, like league. Like team logos, like team crests mixed with like preppy high school crests mixed with like Formula 1. Like that literally looks like a car logo, like a fancy high-end car logo. I never understood it. It looks cool. Some of the other SM group ones look a little funky, but the Super M one I thought was cool. Especially like they're dressing up like the preppy super exclusive high school look. That's what they got going on for at least this Super 1 album supplies. I think that'll do it. I've extracted all the photo cards, taken a quick glance at the photo book, taking a look at the posters. So I think we're all done here with this Target exclusive. We're going to go ahead and see what was so exclusive about this one by checking out the regular version. One thing I love and hate about K-pop albums is they're always so different, like sizes, proportions, like contents, like actual like what you're getting per album wise. And it's kind of a pain in the butt because you can't store them very easily. I mean, like you could probably set them up all nice on a bookshelf, but I don't have space for that, so I keep them in like a box. The box Jenga is horrendous. The amount of hoops I have to jump through to make everything fit is ridiculous. Because, like, you'll have boxes like this Thankfully, all these SHINee members' solo albums are all the same size, shape, and design. Really appreciate the coherency and thematic they went through with that. Really appreciate that. Shout out to SHINee. But I have, like, just stuff that's just so weird size. Like, actual regular SHINee albums are a pain in the butt because they're all just different. Like, you got the Sherlock one that's, like, this shaped. And then you'll have ones that are just actual, just CD jewel cases. Don't get me started on Japanese albums. Those are a pain in the butt to store, too. And then you have, like, squares like this. Like, actually, all SHINee solo albums, they are like this. This one has an extra slipcover, but, like, like this kind of design. Usually, it's like a hardcover book. But that shape. They're all that shape. And I have, like, some random... I have a random TVXQ album, like the Power of Love Volume 2 or something, that's literally like an oversized magazine. And it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? They're a pain in the butt, man. Could be worse. Obviously, it could always be worse. But it's like... I will give that to, like, USA CDs. It's like, they're always exactly the same. Like, they got nothing going on for them except the consistency. That's it. But alright. The green one. Let's look at the green one here. I like this. I'm liking this color scheme a lot. I'm not the world's biggest fan of orange. I feel like I look really good in orange clothes, but like... I'm down with this. I'm down with the Shigo color, alright? Black and green. Good. I always look for like a Shigo cosplay and I can never find like a good one. Like there's one on Etsy that like looks well made and stuff. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. But I would be down for Shigo cosplay. If you guys don't know who Shigo is, you're missing out on some good Kim Possible stuff, my dudes. Alright, let's see. I'm assuming Taemin's just up front always now, because that's where he's been. Yeah, there he is. Be like, you can just look a little bit and then be like, I'm done, I found Taemin, I'm good. No, that's rude to all the other boys. They're all great, but obviously I'm incredibly biased. That's why it's called Your Bias in the group, because I'm biased towards Taemin. SHINee superiority. All the XOLs in the comments are... No, I'm just... All fandoms, I'd rather just get along and support each other. Like, even, like, I want to support groups that, like, even companies I don't like. Like, I don't like YG as a company. I don't like YG as a person. I think he's not a good person. A lot of evidence to support that, too. And, like, I feel like they don't treat Blackpink well. And I feel like that's not an uncommon thought amongst, like, Blackpink fans, is that, like, YG is not well treating girls. I mean, YG didn't treat 21 well. Literally introduced Blackpink as the prettier version of 2NE1. Like, got rid of him. He's like, y'all too old and ugly. I'm gonna just get some new young chicks. And, like, gives them barely any things to do. To the point where, like, you drool over, oh my god, Rosé released an album with 2 songs on it. And order the crap out of it that it's, like, the #1 best-selling female K-pop album ever, just because it's so thirsty for just any Blackpink content. And, like, I like the Blackpink girls. They all seem nice. I like about 50% of their songs. And they have, like, what? 15 songs? Like, and they've been around for, like, 4 years because YG doesn't give them anything. So. I don't know. TL, DR, YG sucks. Anyways, the photo cards. Oh, that's a cute picture. Not Taemin, but cute. And we have the group picture. That's a cool group picture. Taemin looks like an old man here, though, compared to the rest of them. He's just like... Alright, well, we whiffed again. We'll see. Maybe there's that weird inside fancy plastic feeling. Plastic fancy. I guess name tag. Quasi photo card. Maybe I'll get a Taemin. Maybe we'll end off on a high note here. Obviously, this is all a high note. I'm having a good time looking at my stuff that has been sitting here in a pile for multiple months. Multiple. I think maybe even since, like, November. Been a long time. I've been sitting on this for a long time. I don't really have excuses. I like this. I think it's the same imagery from the other booklet. Looks similar, just with a different color scheme. Yeah, the Baekhyun picture's the same. Yeah, Taemin in his pink cowboy kind of outfit. That's a lot of jewels on your wrist. Taemin, you sound like you jingle a lot when you walk. Taemin is Itachi confirmed. There's our CD. Look at that. I love this black and green. This is so good. I love it. I love it. Probably would have picked up this version too. So, not a bad thing that I actually got the wrong one. I like the blue hair. I like the blue hair. Alright, so we did get another one of these dudes. Who is it? Taeyong. These albums decided, no, it's Taeyong time today. Because we got Taeyong, right? Yeah, double Taeyongs here. Alright. Alright. The member I'm actually least familiar with in Super M. The member I'm least familiar with. I feel bad. I love so many NCT songs, but I know barely anything about NCT. I mean, there's a lot. I like NCT. It's a very experimental sound, I feel. And I know a lot of people like it. They just don't like it. It's like either too loud or grating, or they just don't get it. And I'm like, I can see that. But I love a lot of their stuff. My favorite song, probably from them, I really liked it. It was really humorous, but 90s Love. For some reason, they wanted to do a 90s theme comeback, but they also decided to be a hockey team. No joke, go watch the actual music video. Did I link something up here? If I didn't, I'll go ahead and put that, I'll link it to the music video. Go click on it. The hockey, 90s, but also they became like the Edmonton Oilers. Very interesting. If you're not used to like really harsh noises either, don't turn your headphones down a little bit. I'm not gonna say don't listen to it, but you might hurt your ears a little bit. Anyways, my makeup's looking a little crusty. Let me go back to the small screen. Did we check out everything here? We didn't check out, did we check out the book? Yes, we did. Alright, we did check out everything. My brain is absolutely fried. How did I turn this into a 30-minute video? But hey, I had a good time complaining about lots of things, showing off just my collection. So I said there's not really a theme of the channel. The theme is me. I just do things and hope you all enjoy it. Do have our regularly scheduled alley plays coming up this Thursday. Do have to finish up that one run of Slay the Spire at the least. I'm thinking about whether I want to add an additional episode of Alley's Plays, perhaps start an additional game, or just continue with Slay the Spire. Like, I'm really enjoying it. If you guys aren't tired of it, I know David M. It's his favorite video of the week. Shannon also has been getting into Slay the Spire, really likes it, so I'm glad that I'm sharing stuff with you guys. You guys like it so much, trying it out. Have a lot of fun yourselves. Of course, nothing is sponsored here. Although if SM wants to sponsor me to do album unboxings, I will literally do it for free. Just send me it. I will do it. I will learn so much about NCT so fast if I needed to. I really don't have time. I would try my best. That'd be cool. I wonder if I'll ever get sponsored by anything. Someone actually left a comment, I think Tigers, left a comment on my Instagram maybe a week or 2 weeks ago saying that you should get sponsored for like card openings. I'm like, I don't know that any company would want to sponsor us because we open up everything. Can't get sponsored by Topps when, like, tomorrow I'm opening up Panini. Like, I don't think they're going to go for that. They're like, our distributors hate us anyways. Like, they're not going to sponsor us. I don't know. Weird to think. Weird to think. I don't know how it ever happens either. Do people just message you? Do you have to, like, bother people? I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily have the personality for it. I was actually talking with Bossman earlier about this. Like, seems like a lot of the people who make it to the top are, like, really weird. Like, really weird. Like, you have to be a specific type of person to, like, get into, like, that level of, like, celebrity and, like, wanting big fan bases and stuff. It's like, I just want to make people happy. Like, you know. It seems to be, like, every other week, some, like, other really big name YouTuber gets exposed for being, like, super creepy or something. Like, I was just like, definitely I feel like it attracts a certain type of personality. So I don't think I'll ever, like, get big, but, you know, whatever. If you people like seeing me just do whatever, then I hope you're having a good time. I just like being entertaining. Sharing. Sharing is caring. Isn't that what YouTube's for, though? It's just like, I made content and people like it. Cool. I don't know. Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. But I think I need to get on out of here. Somehow stretched out 3 albums and like 20 postcards into a 35-minute video of me just complaining the whole time. But it's, you know, it's kind of an alley soapbox, but not really targeted towards anything. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, then don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Like I mentioned earlier, I think really does help. No, I actually mentioned this in the Titan Cards video earlier. Everything blends together. But it actually really does help other people find the channel as well. So if you did truly enjoy the video and you did like it, make sure you actually go ahead and hit that like button. Helps other people, like I said, find the channel. Lets YouTube know that, hey, this content isn't garbage. Maybe I should recommend it to somebody else who watches similar things. So a lot of people always just keep discovering the channel. I'm always surprised. It's like every day there's at least one new subscriber. I'm like, where are you guys coming from? Let me know if you're new, where you came from in the comment section down below. And also, if you're not yet part of the Allie's Treasure Trove family, maybe you stumbled across me today, you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But that is it for me here on this Tuesday. I'm, of course, filming Monday night / Tuesday morning. Before I get on out of here, I do have to give a big shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much, you guys, for your above and beyond support. I'm always blown away by your guys' kindness. Thank you so much for that additional support. Really, really, truly do appreciate it. We do have 4 Ultimate Excavators, Dustin Archuleta, Jack Perez, Keith Miura, and Stephen Olivo, 1 Gemstone Miner, Andin, and 2 Crystal Collectors, Daryl Wise and Stephen Bly. Nobody new this week, but that's perfectly okay. I just like to try and give shout-outs to all the new patrons as they pop up, let you guys know that I did notice and really do appreciate it. Our last new patron was Shredder. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll be back, of course, on Thursday with at least 1 episode of Allie Plays. And no Allie chat this weekend, but I'll, of course, be back again next Tuesday for some other unboxing. Whether that be a figure, whether that be some mail, whether it be more albums. Let me know what you'd like to see in the comments down below. But that will do it for me here today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'll hope you'll join me next time as we unearth some more treasures here at Allie's Treasure Trove. Take care, stay safe, and hope to catch you in the next video. Bye!